you should have only one single goal in your life. And I don't mean a lot of different goals and then one most important primary goal. I mean only one goal. What am I talking about? Well, my name is Claus Levin, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and go download our free productivity course. The reason why this is what I want you to do is because that's how you work. Say, normal personal development theory says we have different areas of life and therefore we should have different goals in different areas. Got my health goals, got my financial goals, I got personal and professional goals, and I have separated everything into marketing over here, sales, production, and I have goals in each area that I'm working on, right? Because the road to happiness is to have a well-balanced life where you're fit, strong, wealthy, have great relationships, all of that. Once you've achieved all this, then you'll be happy. That's the idea. And it's absolutely bogus, because that's not how human beings work. See, we fail to identify what a goal is in relation to a purpose. If we did that first, just talk about what are we talking about, right? First, then we start having different thoughts about what we're really doing. We just accept the fact that, okay, a goal is something and then the purpose is why we want to achieve the goal. That's it. Okay, so what's a goal? Well, we're taught that it's a specific measurable thing, like $1 million in my account. I can see that, it's measurable, it's specific. I know when I've achieved it. Nothing wrong with that definition. But let's define purpose. What is that? Well, let's figure it out. Okay, so I want $1 million. Why do I want that? Well, I want to make $1 million a year, even better, right? Why do I want that? Because I want that house down south, so whenever I have a vacation or a weekend, I can go there. That's my purpose. Okay, that's one of them. Because I want freedom. I want freedom to not have to work 9 to 5. What else? Well, I want to be able to buy bigger presents for my kids and my loved ones. What else? Well, because I want to feel relaxed and not stressful. What else? You can go on, and all you're really doing is just describing more goals, right? And so there's an assumption in here. Those are all goals, right? The house is a goal. I want the house. You might as well say, forget about the $1 million. I want the house. So what do I need to get the house? I need $1 million, right? But it's a goal, right? So we need to define what we're talking about here. So what we're really talking about when we mean goals and purpose is what produces what. But why not focus on that? Only see what happens when we do that. Instead of a pie chart now, we go, okay, so please answer this question for me right away. Everybody wants to be happy, which means everybody wants to feel as much pleasure, emotional and physical, as they can possibly get their hands on. That's human. That's what we all want. Success, whatever you are into, that's what you want. So what is the one goal that you could achieve that would mean the most to that underlying human goal? And your first answer to that is very often the one thing that should be your overall goal. It might not be forever for the rest of your life, but right now, that is the goal. Well, if I could make just, double my income, that would just make freedom, relationships, I would not stressed and all of this. You know it. Right? If I found that special one, that special relationship, I could settle down and I could get the kid. You know what it is. But most often, it's money, so let's not talk about it's something spiritual. No, it's not. It's money, right? If it's money, it's money, right? If it's relationships, it's relationships. Just be honest and go for it. See, okay, now you know that, I hope. What is about the body then? I also want to be fit. But see, how are you going to achieve those making $1 million a year? Well, you can't do that without being well-rested, healthy, full of energy, and strong, right? That's the engine. That's what's going to take you there, right? So what about the relationships, Claus? I also want great relationships. I know, I'm not just about money. Well, what happens if your relationships suffer? They take up your emotional energy and time, right? So you want to have great relationships. What happens when they're good, your relationships? They support you, right? The key thing in achieving your own happiness is your own happiness, right? So the better you feel, the easier it is to produce the results you want to produce. So whatever it is, whether it's spiritual or physical or health or dieting or exercise or relationships, whatever it is, it all helps you achieve your major goal. But now you can put that in perspective. You don't want to exercise 6 hours a day, do you? Because now you know why you're doing it, to achieve that financial goal. Well, then it needs to fit in your day, right? Maybe you can exercise for 1 hour. Maybe that makes sense, because then you just bam when you show up for work, right? But it doesn't make sense to do it 3 hours. So now you have some intelligence in there because you know what you're doing. There's no purpose here. It's just goals underneath each other, right? Let's say, but Klaus, that's just a money goal. What if I just wanted to meet that special one? Well, what special one do you want to meet? Make it specific and measurable, right? Write down all the characteristics of whoever you want to meet. And then write all the characteristics of who you need to be in order to be the person who could make her or him happy, right? So now you know where you're going. So where does your health fit into that? I promise you it fits into that, right? You want to be strong, you want to look good, you want to be energetic. You know, if people have low energy in their relationships, they need to fix that first before they go into counseling or fix their relationship problems. Because if you're tired, worn down, fed up on sugar, then you're not going to be very good in a relationship, are you? Right? So that supports this. Okay, so what about the $1 million and but see, now the relationship is the primary. Maybe you don't want to make $1 million. Maybe you just want to support, your finances should support that primary goal, which means that you want to make more so you have time to travel with that special one. So you don't focus on just making a living and paying the bills when you have kids. If that's what you want out of, right? So everything fits that suddenly. One goal, one single goal, and the rest is just, and that one goal becomes the purpose of everything else. Everybody wants to be happy. What does that mean? Feel as much pleasure emotionally and physically as humanly possible, right? And you have one goal that supports that more than anything else, and you know what that is intuitively. And don't question it, just go for it. How do you go for it? You make every other area of your life support that. That's the key. See, suddenly you're driven towards one single point, right? And everything you do is in that direction. That is power. You're not just scattered around, I've got to focus on, 8 different areas of my business, 8 different areas of my personal life and my goals and my purpose and right? Everything is one thing. This is focus, and focus is one of the most important things, if not the most important thing, when it comes to achieving anything.